Gemini, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, your energy, Temperance in reverse, Sagittarius energy. Your person, the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're viewing you as the Ace of Cups, all right? What you're not seeing is the Ten of Pentacles showing up in reverse. And we see Empress energy in reverse. Okay, Taurus and Libran energy. And the Nine of Wands showing up in reverse. Okay, I feel like my Geminis right now, there's something that's a little bit off balance here for you. You may be burning the candle at both ends, or you might just be feeling a little bit emotionally exhausted by this connection or the way things are going here with this person. Some of you maybe feel like you rushed into things with the Temperance energy in reverse, but I kind of feel like you are in this, you need to focus on you right now, or you need to focus on healing. This person definitely is attracted to you and feels like they can have a new beginning, or they want a new beginning with you, but let's look at your energy first. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Some of my Geminis, you might be struggling with some bad habits, or like cleaning up your side of the street, whether it's drinking, smoking, partying, overspending. I just kind of feel like you're working hard towards finding balance and healing. I don't know if this is your finances or your health or something emotional or a combination of those things, but I do feel like you're recognizing like you need to really focus on you. You want to have an up-leveling. There's something here, my gems, you really do want to change. And I think you're realizing it's time, or you've started to focus on you. Now you're viewing this person as the Six of Wands in reverse, okay? So you may feel like this person kind of ignores you or doesn't give you the attention that you deserve. This may also be someone who you feel like their energy is scattered. So maybe they're giving to a lot of different people or a lot of different things. It may lead to fighting, bickering, and arguing between the two of you. And you're viewing the relationship as the Two of Wands in reverse. So you are kind of doing like a forensic review here of this connection and of the past. Like you're looking at the time and effort that you've put into this connection. A lot of my Geminis, you do feel there's a very strong physical attraction between the two of you, but I kind of get you're not sure that it's good enough. You're not sure if that's it. Is there more to this? Your person wants reconciliation, or they want to see you again, or they have really sweet feelings for you, or they feel like this is a soulmate connection. But Geminis, I feel like you're kind of reassessing here. You're reassessing this person, reassessing this connection. Okay, let's go to your oracle cards and see what messages, advice, and guidance Spirit has for you. All right, so don't settle. Yeah, I kind of think this is the energy you're in. Don't accept your current circumstances as the best you'll ever have. Don't be afraid to start over. I wonder if this person like comes in and out of your life, or this person is sexy and attractive, but then like they don't give enough, or they don't make you feel like, you know, the king or the queen that you are. All right, and we see path to mastery. So you're learning karmic lessons. You're stepping into a new expanded consciousness that you will soon master. Yeah, for a lot of my gems, I think you are seeing this as a karmic lesson, or you're starting to wonder, is there something I'm supposed to learn here about relationships, about my value, about what I really want here? And we see divine masculine. And I feel like, obviously this could be your energy, but I actually think it's whom you're dealing with. There's excessive masculine energy that needs to be balanced in order to feel harmonious within. Take a step back and find a more feminine approach, which is, you know, the divine feminine, she's going to use all of her strength and courage to move in a different direction if her needs aren't being met, if her worth and her value isn't being honored. And this Empress energy in reverse tells me, for a lot of my gems, I think you're well aware that your worth and your value isn't being honored. All right. And again, this person might just tend to focus just on the physical, or maybe you feel like they're keeping you single. So Spirit is saying, Gemini, that you do have a bright future ahead. There are no limits to what you can have. Believe in your dreams and success will follow. All right, with the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, this person is definitely very attracted to you. It does feel like they're a party person. They're somebody who gets a lot of attention. They're fun to be around. They probably came in quickly to your life, Gemini, or, you know, come and go quickly. The Tower in reverse, yeah, but there's something here that they need to let go of. Now, I do feel like they're not fully done with you, Gemini, or this connection. They haven't fully let go of this connection, Aries, Scorpio. But I also think this person is a little bit avoidant. And what I'm getting is, like, when things get tough or when it's time for them to step up, they don't do it. Yeah, Five of Wands energy. I think this person is very, very conflict avoidant. Okay, which is, there's nothing wrong with somebody that doesn't want drama, you know, that they prioritize peace and harmony. But I feel like this is the type of person, Gemini, if you criticize them or you tell them, hey, I need you to show up for me, or, you know, I need more than just, you know, hookups, or I need, you know, I need you to show up for me, or I need more time, or I need whatever it is, that they disappear. Okay, or maybe even they punish you with silence here is what I'm getting. And we see the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now, it could be that this person uses work as an excuse, that they're always too busy, so they can't, you know, show up and help you with things like a move, or, you know, the daily tasks around the house if you live together, or, you know what I mean, like just sort of showing up for you in the way that you need them to. There can also be third-party interference here, Gemini, is what I'm getting. And I wouldn't be surprised, because I do kind of feel like this is somebody who's a bit of a rolling stone. So with Ace of Cups, they do feel like they can have a new beginning. I do think this person has real feelings for you, Gemini. The Two of Cups in reverse. They see potential. But this connection hasn't quite found its form yet, or you're in separation from this person. They're seeing you as the Eight of Wands. So they see you as extremely capable, going after what you want. But they also see you as being able to handle everything on your own and make it look easy. And I feel like that's where they create a loophole for themselves, not having to show up for you. Oh, I'm feeling like a little bit triggered, Gemini, to be honest, because I feel like this person lets you handle everything on your own, because they see that you do it with grace and ease, but it creates a loophole for them to not show up for you the way they need to. All right, and we see the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so this person may be feeling like right now you're avoidant. I think you're matching their energy here, Gemini. To be honest, I think you're recognizing, you don't want to settle here. That you want something more. You want somebody who's going to show up for you or meet you where you are. This person may also, I think this person is also starting to realize, though, but I kind of feel like they knew it all along. But they're starting to realize that they weren't giving to you as much as you were giving to them or giving to the connection. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles can be, okay, they want to come in and put in the work. I feel like this person misses you, feels like this is a soulmate connection, they want reunion. But what bothers me about the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that this person has this tendency or this proclivity, Gemini, to just keep going back to the same old, which is basically letting you handle everything, creating little loopholes for themselves to not really show up, or to be lazy with you, or to use work as an excuse. Okay, I know this is not the most uplifting reading, but let's see, and if one reading isn't resonating with you, Gemini, do check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I also like to check out my North Node. All right, we see gossip energy. So awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. So this is somebody here, like I do feel like this is not somebody, I think they speak highly of you when you're not around, Gemini. Now, Spirit is saying that you can trust them, but that's not fully the energy I'm picking up on. So we want to take that with a grain of salt. And we see exorcist energy, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So this person, now they may be working on themselves here, okay, and putting themselves in your shoes, and also realizing that they're sabotaging this connection by kind of letting you do it all, or not showing up for you the way that you really need them to, or really the way anybody needs them to in a relationship. So they are going through an awakening. Gemini, they're seeing you as the networker, enhancing unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. This is very Gemini energy. They, you haven't stopped. You keep going. You keep socializing. You keep talking. All right. And they see, again, but see, this person sees you as like fully capable, which you are. But like what bothers me is like, it's not an excuse to not help you or to show up for you. But you have an ability to give creative energy a practical expression and a talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So again, they see you as creative, they see you as practical, they see you as, helping others, they see you as having it all together, which is a beautiful thing, but that doesn't mean they can't show up for you. I don't know, I just keep going back to that, Gemini. All right, so we see 10 of Pentacles energy in reverse. This person, I don't know, like, I just kind of feel like this person, and I always read the 9 of Pentacles as a positive energy, but I feel like this is somebody who's non-committal, or they don't know how to show up in a relationship is kind of what I'm getting. Selfish energy. 4 of Swords. They're restless though. They're restless about you. All right. And we see the 4 of Wands because they want a relationship. They don't want you to be with anybody else. And the Knight of Swords energy in reverse, but they don't know what to say to you. They don't know how to come towards you. Empress energy in reverse is telling me, Gemini, now obviously there could be third-party interference, but I feel like there's a real big question mark that we saw from the beginning of this reading about don't settle. Is this honoring your worth and your value? All right, and we see the Queen of Swords, so you're being asked to take a good, hard, honest look at it. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Is this heavy? Are you ready to put this down? Are you ready for a new beginning? And the Lover's card, an important decision needs to be made. A lot of my Geminis, what I'm getting is I think you have somebody else coming in. And we see the 3 of Wands. I think this person is keeping their distance. I think this person themselves blocks this connection, even though they don't want it. But I'm kind of getting you're dealing with somebody who's emotionally immature or somebody who's not ready to step up for you. I know that's difficult, but I actually think you do have a new beginning with somebody else here. And that's what I'm going to focus on, Gemini, because I actually don't want to focus on this person's energy anymore, because I feel like Spirit's advice is really strong about not settling. And I think there's a lot to like about this person. I think there's a lot there's a lot of compatibility on the surface level, but again, I feel like they let you just do everything on your own because they see you as capable and etc. But it's like lacking emotional maturity, lacking follow through, and truthfully, you don't need that. Okay, so let's see. There's this Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. There's something new coming in that's going to turn your world upside down, and that is what I want to focus on. Who is this new person? Okay, this person may be, maybe a single parent, but the mother archetype is somebody who's loving and nurturing, unconditionally loving, has the joy of giving birth to something new. Okay, we see a short-term connection. Okay, so there may be somebody short-term coming in, maybe to get your mind off of things. Somebody you're going to feel super at ease with. Somebody who's different from you. And they could be a Sagittarius. So do watch out for a short-term connection with a Sag. All right. Somebody who may be a single parent. But again, sometimes Spirit will send us soulmates to help us get over, or move past something or someone else. But who is it? I kind of feel like, Gems, you probably have a few different options. So I want to see who is it that you're meant to be with here. Because I think you definitely have this Sagittarius energy coming towards you. But Spirit's saying it's not meant to be long term. Let's see. Anybody here? Who's Gemini meant to be with? Maybe a Libra, a fellow air sign. Ruled by Venus, they enjoy beauty, fairness, and harmony in relationships is important to them. Somebody who's wealthy, somebody who has a lot to offer. They've worked hard to achieve their success. A comfortable lifestyle is indicated. Could be a Cancer, okay, or Cancer, Libra energy. Real cardinal energy, somebody who's ready to step up. Ruled by water, the sensitive sign is represented by the crab, whose protective shell shields them from overexposure. Ooh, we also get Taurus energy. So Taurus and Libran energy represented by the Empress here. So somebody who's stable, enjoys aesthetics and comfort as they're ruled by Venus. They're loyal, they're kind, they can also be stubborn. And they're also showing up as quite intense, which usually my gems, don't have a problem with. But the depth of this person's thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect and a strong focus on their subject, which is going to be you. So Gemini, it looks like you have some options coming towards you. I think the person we came to this reading for, it's time to take a good hard look at whether or not that's a good investment of your time and your energy and your love and your money and your resources. Remember that you may have somebody who you feel really good and relaxed with, but it may not meant to be long term. All right, somebody different from you, this Sagittarius energy, but it does look like you have somebody who has a lot to offer, this cardinal energy, Libra, Cancer, and then we also have an intense Taurus energy here. So this is the energy I would focus on. I feel like this is the energy that matches you at this time, Gemini. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.